Okay, so I'm gonna catch some rays while I still can, and I'm just gonna let the camera catch the planes spraying for a while.
I will be the greatest jobs president that God ever created. I tell you that.
Aircraft making a condensation trail is very similar in many ways to when you go outside on a cold day and exhale, you create a condensation trail. That little cloud is a condensation trail. Now, if you take a 2-mile walk on a cold day and you can turn around and you can see your condensation trail tracking all the way back for 2 miles. That's how crazy it is to think that what we're looking in the sky is actually condensation trail.
Wouldn't it be insane of you to run for office again?
The contrails, not the chemical, the contrails occur because of cold air, minus 30. It takes high altitude, around 30,000 feet plus. There's carbon dioxide and water vapor in that exhaust. That turns to ice crystals, and that's what you see, the white stream behind it. Those white crystals of ice warm up, dissolve, and the smoke goes away. And it never lasts more than a minute. What we're seeing now, and I first could not believe it, and I started looking at the skies, and these are not normal. They're not natural. There's something going on. I don't know who it is or why they're doing it. All I can testify is it's not natural and it's not normal. It's got to be some outside influence doing that.
Hey, I'm not saying they're stupid.
I'm here to give you testimony that chemtrails, they're not contrails, are indeed real. They're spraying almost every day. I watch the clouds and watch the spraying program going on. I want to tell you that we're in very great danger from the pollution that's coming down over us. And we've been led astray by the military-industrial complex.
I like China. I just sold an apartment for $15 million.
There is nothing wrong with your television set.
How important is it for there to be a woman president in the United States?
People are starting to look up and see this. Many times I've spoken about chemtrails, and I get this blank look on my face. What are you talking about? I'm saying, look up. As a pilot, before I fly, I look up. And so, boy, they're really out there working.
When you look up at the sun and you see a white haze, that is aluminum floating in the air right now, and it's coming from the aircraft.
Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission.
And they tell us what we're getting. And it only makes common sense. It only makes common sense.
If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume.
There's a huge amount of aluminum being found because these sprays have aluminum, strontium, barium, manganese. And there's a lot of argument that aluminum is very common to be found. But aluminum is only common in a bonded form. It's not common in a free form, and we're finding high rates of free aluminum in the soil, which is not natural.
If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper.
Let me just pick up on this point.
We have clouds in the sky we've never seen before. Almost every day I'm seeing clouds I've never seen before. And NASA has been even named a few of these new clouds. It's really interesting, but NASA is a corporation. I want you to know that.
We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical.
But we don't know, because we have no protection. Islamic terrorism.
We can roll the image, make it flutter.
And all that I said is nothing wrong with being a moderate, but you can't be a moderate, you can't be a progressive.
We can change the focus to a soft blur, or sharpen it to crystal clarity.
We have losers.
NASA has also conducted a research program in what they call metallized fuels. We're actually putting aluminum oxide right in the fuel because it has 2 atoms of aluminum and 3 atoms of oxygen. So during the combustion process, it releases all that oxygen and dramatically increases efficiency, but it leaves the aluminum in the air.
We have losers.
For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear.
Aluminum is the #1
free radical generator to the brain to cause early apoptosis, which is early death of brain, and it begins to set off the scar tissue, which we call the amygdalin, which is part of the chemical matrix related to Alzheimer's.
The attention seems over the top, to be honest, but that's somebody else's decision.
We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to...
I'm really rich. I'll show you that in a second.
...the outer limits.
You'll notice I have the camera pointed more or less directly at the sun. Some music. And let the planes do their thing. Here comes one.